Good, happy Sunday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Politics right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, Ayotte says Gorsuch will be confirmed one way or the other, including via nuclear option. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Kubota's Orange Opportunity Sales event is going on now at your local Kubota dealer. Kubota's RTVX series is the best-selling diesel utility vehicle in the industry, earning their place by setting the standard for being durable and reliable under all kinds of conditions. Right now, you can get long-term financing as low as 0% APR for up to 48 months, or up to $400 in customer instant rebates on new Kubota RTVX utility vehicles.
Where best means second to none, MD.
During her 6 years in the U.S. Senate, Kelly Ayotte garnered a reputation for the ability to work across the aisle. But when it comes to Donald Trump's Supreme Court nominee, Neil Gorsuch, Ayotte says Senate Democrats are a part of a very divisive Capitol right now.
They are just, unfortunately, blocking the process, obstructing the ability to sit a very qualified nominee on the Supreme Court.
That statement likely is a strike of irony for Democrats, and as Ayotte was part of a GOP that last year refused to even hold a hearing for President Obama's Supreme Court pick, Merrick Garland. And while some might view Democratic opposition to Gorsuch as political payback, Ayotte believes a filibuster will only delay the inevitable, pointing out that the Senate Majority Leader retains what's known as the nuclear option.
It may come down to that the Senate Republican caucus has to make the decision of whether to change the rules to a 50-vote threshold. I'd like to remind, I think that he will be confirmed one way or the other. I think the Majority Leader has made that clear.
So without a rules change, Gorsuch would need 60 votes to reach the Supreme Court bench. So if all 52 Republicans go for yes, confirmation will require support of both independent senators and at least 6 Democrats.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren headlining Boston rally. Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren applauded to their supporters at a rally as liberals continue to mobilize against the agenda of Republican President Donald Trump. The joint appearance Friday by the senator from Vermont and Massachusetts representatively had a feel of a campaign event at a downtown Boston theater. The two hit familiar themes include wealth inequality, the need to expand health care, help for the middle class, a 15 per hour minimum wage, and guaranteeing free tuition at public colleges and universities. Sanders also called for a fundamental restraining the Democratic Party. Warren, a Democrat, and Sanders, an independent who caucuses with the Democrat, are among the top voice in the Senate opposed to Trump. The former presidential candidate and Warren are both up for re-election next year. Dems urge Trump to veto bill blocking online privacy rule. Senator Majority Leader Charles Churchman is urging President Donald Trump to veto a resolution that would kill an online privacy regulation, a move that could allow internet providers to sell information about their customers' browsing habits. The New York senator and 46 other senator Democrats have signed a letter calling on Trump to tell us whose side he's really on. The Federal Communication Commissioner rule issued in October was designed to give customer greater control over how internet service providers such as Comcast, AT&T, and Verizon share information. But criticizing says the rule would have satisfied inconvenient and picked winners and losers among internet companies. Searchum says if Trump signs the resolution, consumers will be stripped of critical privacy protections in a New York minute. Trump believes that Mike Flynn should go testify. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
The average American visits about 7 different websites before booking a hotel. I totally get that. We want to make sure that we get a great hotel for the best price. But why only 7 when there are so many more out there? Next time, before you book, check on Trivago. Trivago compares live prices from more than 150 different websites to make sure that you find the best price for your ideal hotel. Hotel Trivago.
Government auditors are reviewing security at the president's Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. Congressional Democrats asked for that review after reports that the president and Japan's prime minister discussed a North Korean missile launch in a public dining room there. The review will also examine the taxpayer-funded travel costs for when the president goes to Florida. Those are estimated to be about $3 million per trip. And President Trump is expected to sign a measure repealing a series of online privacy regulations issued by the Obama administration. The House followed the Senate's lead, voting to reject the landmark protections. The bill would clear the way for internet providers to collect and sell their customers' browsing history and other personal information. Supporters say those guidelines stifled innovation and were unfair since they didn't apply to internet companies like Google and Facebook. Critics say the move allows Americans' private data to be sold to the highest bidder.
White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer said today that President Trump believes that Mike Flynn should go testify in congressional investigation into Russia meddling in the election. Earlier today, Trump encouraged his former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, to seek a mute as a condition for speaking with investigators from one of the 2 committees looking into Russia involvement in the 2016 election. And that does it for politics right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And I'll see you back here next Sunday for another edition of Politics. Goodbye, everyone.